Hello and welcome back to Money Mindset Hub. I'm your host, Raul Sofa. Think about your daily routine for a moment. How much of it happens online? Banking, shopping, connecting with friends, even learning? Now, what if I told you that same digital space holds incredible potential, not just for spending money, but for making it? Maybe you're tired of the long commute, looking for a side income to boost your savings, or dreaming of more flexibility in your career. You've heard the stories, people building businesses, earning passive income, all from their laptops. But the question that often follows is how? How do I actually make money online, especially if I'm just starting out? It can feel overwhelming, like navigating a vast, uncharted territory filled with hype and sometimes, unfortunately, scams. But here's the good news, it's absolutely possible. It requires the right mindset, realistic expectations, and a clear understanding of the genuine opportunities available. Today we're cutting through the noise. We'll explore legitimate ways beginners can start earning online, discuss the essential skills you might already have, and map out a realistic path forward. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about understanding the landscape and taking informed, actionable steps. So grab your digital notepad and let's unlock the potential of earning online together. Before we dive into specific methods, let's talk about the most crucial element, your mindset. The idea of making money online often gets romanticized. We see highlight reels, not the hard work behind the scenes. The first shift is understanding that online income is still work. Whether you're providing a service, selling a product, or creating content, you are exchanging value for money. It requires discipline, consistency, and often learning new skills. Think of the internet not as a magic money machine, but as a global marketplace and a powerful toolset. I remember when I first explored online opportunities years ago. I was drawn in by flashy headlines promising easy cash. I quickly learned that sustainable online income isn't built on loopholes. It's built on providing real value. It took time, experimentation, and yes, failures to figure out what worked and what aligned with my skills and interests. The second mindset shift is embracing patience and persistence. Success rarely happens overnight. You might launch a freelance profile and not get a client for weeks. Your first blog post might only get a handful of views. That's normal. The key is to learn from each step, adapt your strategy, and keep going. Treat it like building any skill or business. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And finally, adopt a learner's mindset. The digital landscape is constantly evolving. Platforms change, new tools emerge, and strategies need updating. Be curious, be willing to research, take free online courses, watch tutorials. Continuous learning is your greatest asset here. Okay, mindset is key, but what practical skills do you need? You might be surprised by what you already possess or can easily develop. First, basic digital literacy. Can you navigate websites, use search engines effectively, manage emails, and understand basic software? For most of you listening, that's already a check. Second, communication skills. This is crucial online. Writing clear emails, understanding client briefs, responding professionally to comments, crafting compelling descriptions, and it all matters, whether written or eventually verbal like this podcast. Clarity is king. Third, self-discipline and time management. When you're your own boss, even part-time, there's no one looking over your shoulder. You need to set your own deadlines, manage your tasks, and stay focused amidst distractions. Tools like Trello, Asana, or even a simple calendar can be lifesavers. Fourth, basic research skills. Need to understand a potential client's business? Researching keywords for your blog? Comparing e-commerce platforms? Knowing how to find reliable information online is fundamental. And fifth, perhaps the most important for long-term success, identifying your niche or value. What are you good at? What do you enjoy? What problems can you solve for others? This could be a professional skill, graphic design, writing, coding, accounting, a hobby, playing guitar, knitting, baking, or knowledge you've gained, gardening tips, travel hacks, fitness routines. Your unique value proposition is the foundation upon which you'll build your online income stream. Don't underestimate your existing talents. All right, let's get into the exciting part. The actual ways people are making money online. We'll cover some of the most common and accessible routes for beginners. 1. Freelancing. This is often the quickest way to start earning. You leverage skills you already have: writing, graphic design, social media management, virtual assistants, programming, translation, video editing, bookkeeping, etc., and offer them as services to clients. Platforms: Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal for top-tier talent, or even finding clients directly through LinkedIn or networking. Pros: direct application of existing skills, relatively fast start, control over projects. Cons: can be competitive, requires active client hunting initially, income can fluctuate. Tip: start with a strong portfolio, even spec work if needed, and focus on getting great reviews early on. 2. E-commerce. Selling online. This involves selling physical or digital products. Options: Etsy. Great for handmade goods, crafts, printables, and vintage items. Lower barrier to entry. Dropshipping, e.g. via Shopify. You set up an online store but don't hold inventory. A third party ships products directly to customers, requires marketing skills. Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. You send products to Amazon warehouses and they handle storage, packing, and shipping. Higher potential scale, but more complex. Selling digital products, ebooks, templates, stock photos, printables. High profit margins once created. Pros: scalability potential, building a brand asset. Cons: requires upfront investment. Sometimes marketing knowledge is crucial. Logistics can be challenging, unless dropshipping or digital. 3. Content creation, sharing your knowledge, passion, or entertainment with an audience. Monetization comes later, usually through ads, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, or selling your own product, starting services. Platforms: YouTube, videos, blogging, written content, podcasting, audio, social media influencing, Instagram, TikTok. Pros: can align deeply with passions, builds community and authority, diverse monetization options long-term. Cons: often slow growth initially, requires consistency and audience building before significant income, platform algorithm dependency. Tip: focus on a specific niche you genuinely care about and provide consistent value. 4. Affiliate marketing. You promote other companies' products or services using unique affiliate links. When someone makes a purchase through your link, you earn a commission. How? Often integrated into blogs, YouTube channels, social media, or email lists. Requires building an audience or traffic first. Pros: low startup cost, don't need your own product, wide range of products, services to promote. Cons: requires building trust and traffic, income depends on conversion rates and partner terms reliant on others' products. 5. Online courses and coaching, monetizing your expertise by teaching others. Platforms: Teachable, Kajabi, Thinkific, or even offering coaching via Zoom. Pros: high potential profit margins, leverages your unique knowledge, builds authority. Cons: requires establishing credibility, significant upfront effort to create quality content, programs, marketing is essential. Brief mention: lower tier. You might also see things like online surveys or micro-task websites like Amazon Mechanical Turk. Be realistic. These generally pay very little per hour and are unlikely to provide substantial income. They can be a starting point for earning your first few dollars online, but don't rely on them as a primary strategy. Seeing all these options can be both exciting and daunting. How do you choose where to start? First, self-reflection. Go back to that niche or value point. What skills do you genuinely enjoy using or want to develop? What topics fascinate you? Starting with something you're interested in makes sticking with it much easier. Second, assess your resources. How much time can you realistically commit each week? Do you have any budget for tools or inventory, or do you need something with zero upfront cost, like freelancing or content creation? Be honest with yourself. Third, market research. Is there demand for the skill you want to offer or the product you want to sell? A quick search on freelance platforms, keyword research tools, even free ones from Google, or looking at successful creators in your potential niche can give you clues. My advice for beginners is almost always the same. Start small and focus. Don't try to launch a blog, a YouTube channel, and an Etsy store all at once. Pick one path that seems like the best fit based on your reflection, resources, and research. Dedicate your energy to learning and growing within that single area. Once you gain traction and understanding, you can then explore diversification, maybe start by offering one specific freelance service, or focus on building one social media platform consistently. Get your first client, make your first sale, publish your first 10 articles or videos. These initial wins build momentum and confidence. Now, a crucial word of caution. The internet, unfortunately, is also home to scams and unrealistic promises. As you explore opportunities, be vigilant. Red flags to watch for, guarantees of wealth. Anyone promising guaranteed high income with little effort is likely misleading you. High upfront fees. Be wary of programs demanding large sums of money just to get started, especially if what you get in return is vague. Legitimate platforms often have free tiers or take a commission after you earn. Pressure tactics, high-pressure sales tactics urging you to sign up immediately are suspect. Lack of transparency. If it's unclear exactly how the money is made or who is behind the program, proceed with extreme caution. Do your due diligence. Research any platform or program thoroughly. Look for independent reviews, not just testimonials on their site. Search the company name plus terms like scam, review, or complaint. Remember the mindset point. Real online income takes effort, skill, and time. If something sounds too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Protect your time and your money by being skeptical and informed. So can you make money online? Absolutely. We've seen that the digital world offers a vast landscape of opportunities, from leveraging your existing skills through freelancing to building assets like an e-commerce store or a content platform to sharing your expertise via courses. Key takeaways today. One, mindset is foundational. Approach online income as real work requiring patience, persistence, and continuous learning. 2, leverage your skills. You likely already possess valuable skills applicable to the online world. 3, explore viable paths. Freelancing, e-commerce, content creation, affiliate marketing, and online courses are popular and legitimate routes. 4, start small and focused. Choose one path initially and dedicate your energy there. 5, be vigilant. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes and do your research. The journey of earning online starts not with some magic formula, but with the decision to take the first step. Maybe that step today is identifying one skill you could offer freelance. Perhaps it's researching niches for a blog or YouTube channel, or maybe it's simply committing to learning more about one of the methods we discussed. The power of the internet to create income and flexibility is real, but it requires action from you. I hope this episode has demystified the process and inspired you to explore the possibilities. What online income stream are you most interested in exploring? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your thoughts and journeys. If you found this episode helpful, please give it a like. It really helps the channel reach more people like you. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Money Mindset Hub for more insights on building financial literacy and achieving your goals. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, building your financial future starts with the right mindset and informed action. I'm Raul Sofa, and I'll see you in the next episode of Money Mindset Hub.